so happy we alive.
Good evening, and welcome to Louisville Late Night. This evening, we're at the beautiful Louisville Gardens, where we're about to be meeting with and interviewing Cornel West, who's one of the most innovative thinkers and stimulators and motivators in America today. We're having a big party here at Louisville Gardens for Cornel, as you can see. The party is just about ready to get started, and so we're going to be talking to Professor Cornel West about what his latest books are and what his thoughts are on how to bring peace to earth and make the U.S. have a better government and better understanding between peoples. And as you're going to see, this is a man that does not mince words. And here we go into the conference. Good luck.
Brother Al Herring here, who is the director of Muhammad Ali Institute. Dean of Students, right?
Former Dean of Students.
Former Dean of Students, first black Dean of Students, University.
Name again?
His name is Al Herring.
Reverend Al Herring.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And Ann Braden would have me express, Dr. West, to you and to everyone gathered here, that we're really overjoyed and excited about your being here in our community this evening. We're looking forward to your address tonight. We've come, I think, in answer to your call that you're making across the country and around the world, that citizens become active in the struggle. And tonight we anticipate that there will be an audience full of Louisville citizens who will be eagerly anticipating what you'll have to share with them. I want to welcome you all here. Glad that you're here and can spend a few minutes with Dr. West now in the context of this short news conference. And we certainly look forward to your remarks and look forward to the gala banquet that will happen on the other side of those remarks. So Dr. West, thank you again for being here, and thank all of you all for coming. We really appreciate your attendance here. I suspect that the format will be make the comments, Dr. West, that you think are appropriate to helping us all understand what you might be sharing with us tonight and where you see the struggle for peace and justice in the country, and I suspect there'll be questions and people will want to pursue that further. So once again, welcome, and welcome everyone.
No, thank you for those very, very kind words. It's rare that we hear that wonderful word Stevie Wonder coined, overjoyed. To have you say that you and the others are overjoyed is moving to me. I'm always blessed to be in Louisville, Kentucky. It's rare that I get a chance to come to this state that's produced so many towering figures. Muhammad Ali is just one among others. But but also come, of course, at a particular historical moment where it's clear that democracies, both here and abroad, are in deep trouble. That it takes so much vigilance and unbelievable vitality and vibrancy to keep democracies alive. They're very fragile social experiments. And if citizens don't awaken, come together, organize, mobilize with integrity and vision and courage, that you end up losing your democracy. And so we're here very much to support the Kentucky Alliance Against Racism and Political Repression. My very, very dear sister Ann Braden, who I have not just respect for, but a deep love for. When I encountered her in September, maybe 400 of us were arrested in September protesting against the war in Iraq, the U.S. invasion. And right before that, I saw Sister Ann in a wheelchair, and I said, my God, I hadn't seen her in so long. And she said, you must come to Louisville. We're going to have a unity dinner, and you had planned to come, I think it was 3 years ago, maybe, and the cancer hit me, so I couldn't come. And thank God that the Lord has allowed me to come here and to both learn and listen, as well as to challenge. I also plan to spend some time later tonight at Expression of One with some of the younger brothers and sisters in the Chocolate West End of Louisville. We're going to have dialogue late into the night. on a whole host of different issues, and I look forward to that. Is that Sister Alice there? Yes, it is. How you doing there?
Fine.
You want to introduce yourself?
I'm Alice Wade, organizer, coordinator of the Kentucky Alliance Against Racism and Political Repression. And very proud to see you all here, and everybody is so enthused, and we are just elated ourselves with Dr. West gracing us with his presence tonight. I'm sure you all will enjoy what he has to offer.
Thank you again for inviting me. But let's open it up for questions, queries. Yes, my dear.
Yes, sir. Regarding the Hurricane Katrina incident that occurred in New Orleans, how did you feel about CNN first referring to many of the African American residents of New Orleans as refugees?
Mm-hmm. You don't want to introduce yourself.
Oh, my name is Kathleen Parks, and I am president of Parks and Associates, an educational consulting firm.
Absolutely.
And also I'm working on my doctorate in educational leadership at Spalding University. So I very much respect and revere, have always revered your work. I'm glad to be in your presence this evening.
Very much for being here.
Thank you, sir.
Salute you for the work that you do.
Thank you.
Very much so.
It's hard work.
I think we have to recognize that there's always a fundamental sense in which people of African descent in the United States have been in America but never fully of America. And therefore there is a kind of exilic status of people who are in the house, help build the house, but still feel slightly unhoused in the house. You see, in some ways it's like Franz Kafka's short story, The Metamorphosis of Gregor. He's in the house, he's a supporter of the house, but he's unhoused. He's transformed into this vermin. Everybody depended on him. His love, his patience, his sacrifice. The house can't operate without him. And at the same time, he's unhoused. That's a fascinating description of black people in America. See, America could never exist without black folks' labor, past and present, and yet never fully included in the house. So that the instinctive language that we saw when they referred to the black brothers and sisters in New Orleans as an exilic people, refugees, aliens, they actually were speaking a certain historical truth in the sense that that's how black folk are often treated and are often perceived. Now, it was hurtful and offensive because, of course, black folk know, and white brothers and sisters, and brown and yellows and others of consciousness and conscience know that black folk are fully human and fully American. But it was that perception, given the mistreatment and abuse of black people, that language was symptomatic of. And then they corrected it after, what, about 2 or 3 days. They got around to saying these are really fellow citizens and so forth. So, but there is a sense, you know what Malcolm used to say, you can't put a kitten in an oven and call it a biscuit. Now, what did Malcolm X mean by that? He meant that if you're going to treat people as citizens, you treat them as citizens. If you're not going to treat them as citizens, you don't call them citizens and treat them as non-citizens. So there's some truth that has to be confronted, and we hope changed and transformed in such a way that we are fully citizens. So you can see both sides of that language. It was a certain revelation of a truth.
True.
Deep white supremacist perception still operating, and yet we know white supremacy is a lie. And it's a lie that these people, we are refugees, aliens. In fact, in some ways, we have been Americans much longer than a whole lot of folk who are calling those black folk refugees.
Right.
Many more generations longer. We're calling those folk exiles, aliens, whatever language, because there were a variety of different terms. But what Katrina did, of course, was just, it unveiled